My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. I worked at IRS over a decade. I've been in private practice for 4. Welcome to my YouTube channel, This is the home of the 5-minute or less video. People don't want to listen long, so I cram all the information. If you need me, you can always give me a call or send me an email. The only promotion that I do is we do expert IRS representation and consultation work. So that's it. You need us, we're here. But today I want to talk to you about a subject that I get asked a lot. That is, why should you hire a tax professional versus you doing your offer and compromise? And I don't want this to sound like, oh, I want to pat myself on the back, da 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 da, and boy, you better call me. I have enough work, I really do, but I want to help you understand why you do certain things and why you don't. I taught the offer and compromise program at Internal Revenue Service. I used to accept them, deny them. I worked my way up where I was a teaching instructor where they would fly me to Atlanta and I'd teach people how to work offers and compromise, revenue officers. I can't tell you how many offers I've reviewed, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I've accepted 100 and 100, but I denied hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. There's a big difference between a real good tax professional filing the offer and you. One of the reasons people don't want to hire a firm is it's expensive to file an offer and compromise. Firms are going to charge you anywhere from $5 to $15 to $20,000, really depending on the case. Well justified if they can settle the debt and settle all that money. The offer and compromise, it's a very, you get the forms, and I'm going to be honest, IRS has made this almost impossible for the do-it-yourselfer to fill this out. I mean, the forms, oh my God. I mean, I got to think of what I'm doing, and I've done these so much, and IRS keeps revising them every year. But you're going to get a huge difference. Anybody can put in an offer and compromise. Anybody. Anybody can just put the slop together, send it in, hope for the best results. But that's not how you get the lowest possible settlement. There's some things within the offer and compromise that IRS does not tell you on how to drive the offer down lower and lower and lower. You have to either have worked there or work that many of them, and to understand things in fact that you can do to drive your settlement down more. Remember, the offer and compromise, very simple. If you have a total value in your assets to pay the tax, IRS is not going to accept that. IRS has a national standard that they're going to apply to you, and if you're over that national standard, you're going to be paying a lot more money. Well, there's ways on the national standards to get more included and to drive your offer down lower and lower. If you really have nothing and your case is really simple, file the offer and compromise yourself. You have really nothing to lose by doing it. It's not that much money to file, and you can go ahead and do that. But if you have any sizable debt, if you owe anything from $50,000 and up, you do want to get a tax professional to work your way through this. Here's the problem, though, you have to understand, and this bothers me. When you call a company to get your offer worked, half these 90% of these companies have salespeople selling you on the offer and compromise. And to be honest, if you're hearing it for the first or second time, you don't know if they're telling you the truth. I have so many horror stories of people that call me, it's not even funny. So let me give you this tip. If you're not going to reach out to us, but you have a close friend and other people you want to do your offer and compromise, make sure you're speaking to the person who's going to be working and processing your offer. Don't speak to a salesperson, a secretary, someone who gathers the information. You want to be able to give your form and information to the person sending in the offer, and then that person should be able to tell you within 95% certainty if your offer is going to be accepted, and not only is it going to be accepted, but exactly what the settlement would be. Because when you do so many, you know what the IRS is going to settle for. But remember the key. The key is getting the lowest possible settlement. And those who have years and years of experience and do this all the time know all the secrets, know all the tricks to get things in their right place to get the lowest possible offer. This isn't to scare you away from not filing the offer, but if you want the lowest settlement, it only makes sense. It just should make common sense. You give this to it. But I do understand if you want to do it yourself because they are very costly. Make sure again, if you give this work to anyone, they've reviewed your offer and compromise and you understand why they're putting in that number. That's the key. If this information was helpful to you, please give me a subscription. That's how YouTube thinks that we have value. You're welcome to call us for a consultation or leave me a comment. You want me to do a YouTube? Happy to think of doing a YouTube for you. Just leave me there. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I went 550.